Hello students, in the cell structure and function, in the lecture 4, we will study elaborately the difference between plant cell and animal cell, and we will discuss a little bit question answer. Okay, so here the difference, as I have told in the last lecture also, the question may be write the difference between plant cell and animal cell, and they will give suppose 5 marks. At that time 5 points are okay. So if you have more, if you have 4 marks, then you have to give the 5 points at least. So first thing is the cell shape. So in the plant cell, we have square or rectangular in shape. Whereas in the animal cell, we have irregular or round in shape. So we have round in shape, but here we have square or rectangular shape. Square or rectangular shape. Square or rectangular shape. Okay. And cell wall, it is present here but absent in the animal cell. And the main thing, this cell wall, it actually provides support and structure. It helps to give some structure to the cell. Okay, and this is the cell wall. So we require, and also it helps, this cell wall also, it protects the cell from other external hazards, like if there is some infections also, so it will just protect from those infections also. Now plasma or cell membrane. So the cell membrane that is present, in case of plant cell, also in animal cell. Cell wall may not be there that like in the animal cell, but here the cell membrane is present in both the cases. In both the cases, cell membrane is present. Again, you know that whatever the eukaryotic or prokaryotic cell, the plant cell or animal cell, here the cell membrane, it just gives the support to the cell. It gives the support to the, it provide the support to the cell. And also we can say this is one type of door from where the cell will get the nutrients, and from where, through which it can give out the all the waste also. Okay. Now, the endoplasmic reticulum. The endoplasmic reticulum, it is present in, this is the plant, I am writing here, and this is for animal. This column is for animal cell, plant cell. Okay, animal cell and plant cell. So endoplasmic reticulum, this is present in endoplasmic reticulum and also an animal cell. That means in both cases it has the endoplasmic reticulum. Now the nucleus. The nucleus, in this case, the plant cell present and lies on one side of the cell, and whereas the animal cell, it lies in the center of the cell. And we have seen in case of the plant cell, it lies in one side of the cell, whereas it is at the center of the cell. And the nucleus, in this cell there is a nucleus, and this nucleus will be surrounded by some nuclear membrane. Okay. Then lysosomes. Lysosomes, these are present but are very rare in the plant cell, but in animal cell, always it will be present. And centrosome is absent in plant cell, whereas it is present in animal cell. And Golgi apparatus we have seen in the diagram also. Golgi apparatus, this always, it is just at the side of the nucleus, that means very near to the nucleus, always it is there, and it is a stack type that structure, and it is plant cell present in plant cell as well as it is present in animal cell. It is present in animal cell. Next, see cytoplasm. Okay, so this column is for plant cell and this column is for animal cell. So the cytoplasm, it is present in plant cell, and this cytoplasm, this is gel type fluid and gel type fluid, and consists of biomolecules, and it has protein, it has nucleic acid, it has also lipid. Okay, so this is present, this cytoplasm is present in animal cell. Now the ribosome that is present in plant cell, also it is present in animal cell. Plastids, chloroplast, always there will be there in the plant cell. It may be it is present, but in case of plastid, it may be chloroplast, it may be chromoplast here. So, but it is present in plant cell, and generally the chloroplast, it has the chlorophyll which helps for the photosynthesis, and the main thing is that the photosynthesis we require the chlorophyll. So chlorophyll that is inside the chloroplast, and this type of plastids always we have in the plant cell. If it is not there, then chromoplast, and there are three types of plastids also we have studied. So chloroplast generally we can see in most of the plant cell. Okay. Now plastids, this is absent in animal cell. It is absent in animal cell. Now the vacuoles. Vacuoles, these are the storage of food or nutrients. We can say nutrients, right? So here few large or single centrally poisoned vacuole is there, and here small and numerous vacuoles in small and numerous vacuoles in animal cell. Here you have this in plant cell. Okay, few large or a single centrally positioned vacuole. Now the cilia, this is actually, it helps for the locomotion. We have some cilia. Just a minute, I have to write another thing here. Here, this is the plant cell, and this is the animal cell. And cilia, this is the part which helps for the locomotion, and it is absent in plant cell, but it is present in the animal cell. Like you have seen in this cell, you have some this type of cilia and flagella also. It can have the flagella also. Okay. Then mitochondria. This is the powerhouse of cell. And this mitochondria present but fewer in number. But in case of animal cell, it is present and numerous in number in animal cell, and this is present but fewer in number in plant cell. Mode of nutrition, primarily autotrophic nutrition. It can be seen in plant cell, and here heterotrophic. Here heterotrophic nutrition can be seen nutrition can be seen in case of animal cell. So autotrophic nutrition already we can write down here. I'm just writing for your knowledge. Autotrophic, this nutrition, that means it is a process. It is a process where an organism prepares its own food, where an organism prepares its own food, and simply food from a simple inorganic material like water, mineral, salts, carbon dioxide. So in plant cell, you can see that if they have the chlorophyll, they are taking the water through the root, and they are accepting the carbon dioxide. So all these, and sunlight also present there. So at that time there will be some photosynthesis. That means they have their own kitchen. They have their own kitchen. So this is autotrophic nutrition. It is a process where an organism prepares its own food from a simple inorganic material like water, mineral salts, and carbon dioxide in the presence of sunlight. So autotrophic, that is formed from the two thing. One is the auto means self, and trophic, this means nutrition, and the trophic, this means the nutrition. So that's why it is nutrition, that's why it is called the autotrophic. Now heterotrophic nutrition, already you know that the animals, they are dependent on the heterotrophic nutrition. That means the animals, they are dependent on the for the food, they are dependent on the other type of plants or other type of animals also, right? So heterotrophic nutrition, this is the mode of nutrition in which the organisms, they depend upon the organism, they depend upon other organisms. Okay, other organisms, they depend upon other organisms for food to survive. So for food to survive, so these are heterotrophic. As you know that few animals like cow, goat, they are taking the plants as a food, and there are other animals also, they are taking the food as the small animals. Then you can see the vulture, that is already that some dead animals also, they are taking that thing. So there are so many types of organisms. So the heterotrophic nutrition that is present in the organism, there every organism, that means every animal that depend upon other organisms. So it may be some of the animals you can see like cow, goat, they are dependent on which they are dependent on the the different plants. And if they are not dependent on the plants, and you can see herbivorous, carnivorous, omnivorous, there are different types of plant kingdom. There are different types of kingdom, and here you can see that the organisms, the animals, they are dependent on the another animal. Yet for the ecosystem also we can see that thing. Okay. So that means now we are able to answer if the difference between our plant cell and animal cell. Okay. Now for the answers, just a minute, let me take the ink color, different ink color. Which cell organelles are present only in plant cell and absent in animal cell? So here we can write the answer that plant cells, which one, that is cell wall and plastids. Okay, so plant cells have a cell wall and plastids that animals that animal cells lack. Okay, they do not have the plastid and cell wall. Plastid and cell wall, but the plant cell, they have this thing. Now, how do plant cells and animal cells differ with respect to their shape? So we can write down just first point was this one. So a plant cell has a square or rectangular shape, while animal cells have an irregular or round shape. Okay. Next question, why are plant cells generally larger in size compared to animal cell? Here the plant cells comprise a larger large central vacuole that occupies a majority of the volume and makes the cell larger. This vacuole is usually absent in the animal cell. Okay. Now, what is the function of vacuoles in a plant cell? Here, the vacuole stores the waste material in plant cell. The vacuole stores the waste material in plant cell and it also maintains proper pressure pressure in plant cell that helps in providing proper support and structure to the growing plants Okay. Next we have name some cell organelles present exclusively in animal cells. Okay, fine. So animal cells, it comprises animal cells that comprise lysosomes and centrosomes that are completely that are completely absent in plant cell. Okay. Now name the cell organelle responsible for providing structural support for plant cell apart from the cell wall. Okay. So the central vacuole provides structural support to the plant cell. Okay. The next question is the name the cell organelle responsible for carrying out photosynthesis in plant cell. So main thing is the chloroplast. Chloroplasts, these are the plastid, are responsible for carrying out photosynthesis in plant cells. Okay, so this much for today. Thank you.